All right, is there anything you want to say to me before I leave?
No.
Simeon, is there anything you want to say to me before I leave?
Bye.
You are the best 19-year-old daughter I have ever had, and I can't wait for you to get back.
I'm the only one you've ever had.
You are a subpar sister. Well, bye.
And so began the adventure of a lifetime. After I left Indianapolis, I flew to Recife, Brazil, which is in the state of Pernambuco, and drove about 40 minutes towards the interior to a town called Carpina. There, I met up with my friends, Kate and Rachel Ferguson, and spent the next 10 days with them and their daughters, Ana Sofia and Jessie. This was my 4th time in Carpina, but this time was special because instead of going with the group from my church, which I've done in the past and has been super fun, I got to go by myself and see how Kate and Rachel lived on a day-to-day basis. This was also a cool experience because Rachel helped me out a little bit in the kitchen. So I perfected making tapioca, I attempted to make portuguese and failed, and learned the way that Brazilians make salad, which is actually not salad, it's just any type of green vegetable, often with vinegar and salt on it, which is actually really good. Highly recommend you try it. When I left Indianapolis, it was January and super, super cold. But when I got to Brazil, it was actually the middle of their summer and insanely hot every single day. The cool thing about this, though, was that we got to do laundry every day and hang up the clothes outside, which is something that I've enjoyed doing since I was a little kid. Couldn't tell you why. But it was a really good experience to just bond with the family and hang out outside with the little girls, even though it was super, super hot. I really lucked out on timing when I came to Brazil, because I actually arrived the day before that the Fergusons went on their family vacation to Porto de Galinhas, aka the Port of Chickens. It was a super cool area with a bunch of beaches, some that had waves and some that had calm pools for little girls to play, lots of touristy shops and places to get ice cream and tapioca. Overall, a really, really fun experience. One of my favorite things about going to the beach in Brazil is that there's always people walking up and down the beach selling things. Most of the time, you don't want to buy these things because they're rip-offs or cheap or something like that. But every once in a while, you can find someone who's really talented. This trip to the beach, we actually found someone like that. He was living in a Kombi, which is like a Volkswagen minibus, with his girlfriend and daughter, and they were just traveling around selling pieces of jewelry that he was making. I ended up buying a necklace and some earrings, and Rachel bought some things too. They were really cool, and we sat and talked to him for quite a while. After we left the beach, we went back to our posada, which is like a hotel or an inn. We all slept in the same room because it was cheaper, and it actually ended up being pretty fun. This posada was extra cool because we actually had a pool in the backyard, as well as a bunch of mango trees and even a slack line. It was really fun to play with the girls, and it was cool to just have a place to relax. When we got back to Carpina, Kate and Rachel took me to the shopping mall near their house. We had some really cool food, and I watched my very first movie that was dubbed in Portuguese. I ended my stay in Carpina with a trip to Acidorlandia, a place that has different walking trails, cool buildings, animals, a bakery, an ice cream shop, and even a small museum. The highlights from this trip were definitely getting to spend more time with Kate, Rachel, Ana Sofia, and Jessie, as well as going back to Cajueiro and seeing the kids that I've known for years. Another really fun thing was seeing some old friends from Guadalajara. I cannot wait until I come back in July.